This question seems confusing, but is a great example of how my main math strategy, plug points into equations, is going to help me out. What do they give me? They give me an equation and 2 points, or at least half of a point. So let's just plug them in, because if we want to find the slope of the line that goes through those points, we need the full points. So the only way to do that is to get the y coordinates, and yeah, we need to go into the other equation to do that. So if I put y equals, or let's actually be more clear about it, let's say we're doing the first point, so that's a is equal to 1 squared minus 9. A is equal to 1 minus 9, so a is equal to -8. Cool, so we have a point now, 1, -8. For the other point, b is equal to 5 squared minus 9, so b is equal to 25 minus 9. b is equal to 16. So our other point is 5, 16. Now we just need the slope of the line. I don't need to build the full equation. I just need the slope. So this is a case where I'm going to use the traditional slope formula. Let's do it up here, right? The way I think about slope formula is the slope is equal to y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. But Mike, isn't it y2 minus y1 and x2 minus x1? Why? Why does it matter? It doesn't matter. It's the same thing. Point is just to preserve the order. Why are we putting 2 before 1? It doesn't make any sense the original way you learned it. Let's just learn it this way instead. So moving on from that little gripe I've got, let's plug the points in. So let's do the slope is equal to 16 minus -8 over 5 minus 1. So that's going to be 16 plus 8 is 24. 5 minus 1 is 4. 24 divided by 4 is 6. Choice A is the answer. The reason this question ends up being really easy is if we think about just plug points into equations, we do not get distracted by the weirdness of this, right? I've never seen a question really ask this exact thing before. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. I've got points in equations. I'm going to put them in. There's this last step of finding the slope, but like that's kind of obvious. And like, you know, just do the first thing that comes to mind, and plug points into equations is a great first thing to kind of always have on the top of our mind. So I really love this question. This is not something you want to be getting wrong or even hesitating with in a hard math module. It's a hard question, or I should say it is a harder question, but it is not one where you want to be fumbling. You need to get these points. There's weirder stuff coming on an SAT. So this you've got to lock up really confidently and really quickly.